There are many people wasting lives instead of living it. Living is not synonymous to what many people think it is. You can be popular and famous and still never lived, but you cannot truly live without being known for it. For example, Mother Teresa. She lived an exemplary life. She lived a life of impact that is still remembered and celebrated till date. Though she wasn't the richest in her time, yet she's still celebrated for what she had done. Being wealthy is not a sin and is not bad, but living life is the whole essence of life. The essence of life is truly living. You cannot be in between. You either lived your life or you wasted it. The tragedy of life is when you never lived. It's such a tragedy to waste life instead of living it, because a life wasted cannot be relived. Therefore, if you're listening to me right now, you're watching this right now, and you want to live a life of impact, you do not want to waste your lifetime, you want to make impact with it, you want to truly live and be known for what you have done and be known for the impact you have made, you have to understand these 7 keys that will open you up to truly living a life of impact. Genesis chapter 2 verse 15 says, "And the Lord God took man and put him into the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it." Number 1 key is that you must be in Eden. Eden signifies the presence of God. God is the creator of men. God is our creator, and he understands the things that he has imputed inside of us. Every creator, every inventor of anything knows the usefulness of it. That is why it is important. The first step is to be in God's presence, because he's your creator. He knows the things that he has placed inside of you. He has plans for you. Before your mother carried your pregnancy, God has a plan for your life, and he knows what he wants you to become in life. Therefore, you have to be in his presence to understand all those things that he wants you to do with your life. Your pastor cannot know everything that God has placed inside of you. Your parents cannot know everything God has placed inside of you. It is only God that knows those things, and it is only him that you can know those things. Number 2, you must be in the garden. Garden signifies your assignment. Garden of Eden is synonymous to assignment. It means a place of your assignment. People often make this mistake when they get into the presence of God. They want to go out straight up. When God calls you, he calls you to come first. You have to first become a disciple. You have to understand God. And where you understand God is in his presence. When you understand God, that is when God will send you out. There are so many people in ministry today who do not even know God. They do not know what they are doing. They have never been in his presence. They do not know how sweet his presence is. They do not have an idea of God's presence, and they say they are working for him. How do you work for someone you do not know? First thing is that you must be in his presence, and that is when God begins to send you out. You have to become a disciple first before you become an apostle. He's going to raise you, he's going to build you, he's going to expose himself to you, and then that is when you'll be able to go out as an apostle. You can become an apostle even in fashion industry. Not every apostle has to be on the altar. You can be an apostle in the entertainment industry. You can be an apostle in fashion industry. You can be an apostle in food industry, in business world, in tech. You can be an apostle wherever you are. Wherever God has placed you, you can be an apostle.